that your girl is live. Hey YouTube, hey Facebook, and hey TikTok. Welcome to the channel. If anybody wants to come up and join tonight's topic, I did drop the link in the chat. Let it be known. We got to know you. Hey, my Renaissance grandma.
Hey, Tampa.
How you be? How you be?
I'm good. How you be?
I can't complain. Let's shout out some people in the chat. What's up, Tag? How you doing? She said, we'll be in the bushes. Great topic. What's up, Nikki? Hey, Queen. Hey, Twin. She said, I'm in the bushes while I get ready for the bed. Gonna great game, sis. What's up, Sylvia?
Hey,
Happy
everybody.
Mac.
Queen.
How you doing?
Pescatarian, Sylvia. Happy Mac. Blessings, everyone.
Okay, my Renaissance grandmama, tell everybody about yourself.
I am my Renaissance grandma, and I am just that, a Renaissance grandma. I do a little bit of everything. I have indoor garden, outdoor garden. I do store walks. I do plant-based, gluten-free cooking. I have a business where I make you look good, feel good, and smell good.
Awesome. Hey, PIA, welcome in. Welcome in. Nana Win.
Hey, Nana Williams. Hey, PIA.
Welcome in,
Hey,
everybody.
Tag.
TikTok. Hey, Kiki, how you doing? We got a serious topic tonight, guys. So we're not gonna hold out. If anybody wants to come in over here,
Hey, I'm biased. Welcome in.
Hey, I'm biased. Happy Mac said Blackout will be brought on by Naked Gardener Day. Hey, Queen. Hey, Cassandra. Welcome in. How y'all doing? Hey, Janet. How you doing? Okay.
Hey, Janet.
So, let's talk real for a second. What would you do if America went dark? Hey, 755 Media. I'm not talking about your lights for a few minutes. I mean, the grid goes down. No power, no internet, no cell service, just silence and darkness. Total blackout. If that ever happened, God forbid, here's what I would do. Or here are some examples of what can be doing. First things first, essentials. Water, food, flashlights, batteries. If you don't have them already, it's too late once the lights are out. Let me rephrase that. If you don't have those things now, it's too late to get them when the lights goes out. Wait a minute. Hey, Devon. Hey, Devorah. How you doing?
Hey, Devorah. Welcome in.
Nana Wednesday. I hope it's not August with 100-something degree weather.
Right.
So I know it's a lot of stuff going on in the other countries that people are losing lights and stuff. And if they're experiencing it, who's to say America won't experience it? It only takes one person to cut off some grid or shut the grid down. It takes a button. Am I wrong or right? It's just a button, right?
What's just a button?
Them cutting off the grid.
Well, I have no expertise in that, but but if I had to guess, that's what I would guess. Hey, okay. Cheryl, Cassandra, and Mark Kabia. Welcome in.
This girl, my cousin is crazy. Girl, I'm jumping in the river. Those fishes better get ready. Hey, Kiki. Grid going down for a week I can do. After that, I will be cranky. Sylvia said, pulling out my arsenal, securing home, getting family together. I think France and Portugal was just a test to see how people will react. And that's true. A lot of the times when they do things and disasters happen, it's just a test. People are just literally testing to see what humans are going to do. They just gifted. Welcome in.
Hey, Sonia, welcome.
Hey, everybody over here on the Tickety Talk. We trying to get 1K hearts over here, and everybody on YouTube and Facebook. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. So, um, when it comes to an American blackout, I'm quite sure it didn't happen in the past because there's nothing new under the sun. If that was to happen to you today, what would you do?
You talking to me or to the chat?
You and the chat, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure most of us, the first thing we're going to do is start praying.
Right.
Now, some of them might say WTF, but for the most part, we're probably going to be praying. And I think my second mind would be, where's my family? You know, especially if it's total grid down, because that means wherever you are in your car, a highway, wherever, you're stuck right there. So I'm sure that would be my second thought. And then after that, I just have to start putting things into play that we've all practiced, you know, getting everything, you know, ready. You know how you have stuff stored away. You want to bring everything out and just start going with the motion and not panic, because panicking is not going to get us anywhere. And like Happy Mac said, we could probably all cope with 1 week, but we all know if they knock off like everybody,
Hey, Angela.
all over the world, if it's complete total blackout, we all know that that's not 5 days or 7 days. We're talking years in order for them to be able to bring that back up. And the sad part is the parts that we need to bring it back up is over there where the people that don't really care for us. So that would be a rough ride. So yes, prayer need to be on everybody's top list.
Right, prayer. Happy Mac said, if we do go dark for a long while, I pray it isn't in the summer or winter. Those are the most dangerous times because of the weather. And
Absolutely.
The sad part about it, if the grid goes down, it's going to go down in one of those seasons. It's not going to go down to convenient you. It's going to be an inconvenience. So if it goes down, I believe it's going to be in the summer or the winter.
Especially if they doing the planning, because that is their plan.
Right.
To make us as uncomfortable as possible and to get rid of as many of us as possible.
Right.
But on that note about her saying the winter, okay, do anyone know about the icy air? It's called an air, what is it called? An air cooler. Does anybody know if that really works? It's a cooler that it runs by battery and you can plug it up, and it's 3 ways you can run it. And do anybody know, does that thing really work? Because if so, Ollie's have them for $59 right now, starting today. So I just want to know if they work for real.
I've never heard of it.
I'll be at Ollie's when they open up in the morning.
Hey, Jania. Hey, Janice. Hey, everybody over here on the Tickety Talk. Guys, don't forget to hit the hearts over here and the thumbs up. My Renaissance, let me take a hot break right quick and shout out to my Bush people right quick.
Queen of the creek. I see you watching, I see you lurking, showing that love, yeah, I know you working. Hands in the air, let's vibe, let's speak. Bush people rocking with the queen of the creek. Turn me up through the bass, yeah, the vibe so deep. From the chat to the fam, yeah, we all gon' eat. Every like, every share, yeah, I see that move. Ain't no fake, just real, yeah, we keep that groove. We don't fall, we don't fold, we just build and rise. Every stream, every dream, yeah, we touch that sky. Tampa Queen set the tone, yeah, the love too strong. When the fam come together, we can't do no wrong. I see you watching, I see you lurking, showing that love, yeah, I know you working. Hands in the air, let's vibe, let's speak. Bush people rocking with the queen of the creek.
Shout out to all the Bush people and the people that's in the bushes. please come out, hit that like button. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please come over here on my Temples Creek Homestead YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. It will do me and Mackenzie. We'll be so grateful that you guys come over here and join the Creekside family. Thanks for all the likes over here on the TikTok. See, y'all said they know we would fail the test. They had people fighting over toilet paper.
And Happy Mac wanted to know if it's the, I don't know if that's what you're talking about. It does look like a cooler. See it?
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
I've seen the original one because a person, a big time person came out with one because they started using them at like football games at, you know, for like not, yeah, it could be big league or a little league. But yeah, some man came out with it and they started using them at games. But I'm sure that's not this little one because they like really go up in price. So I'm sure that was an expensive one. But I just want to know, it's called the Platinum Air Cooler Pro. The Platinum Pro Air Cooler. Okay. And it looks like a cooler. And somebody said they know somebody that had one, but I don't know if it was the expensive one or with this little $59.99 one work.
Okay. Hey, Jigs, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody over here on the TikTok thing. Thank you guys for the hearts. I appreciate the love and the support over here on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. We are streaming from all platforms, guys. Cheryl said, I know one person that have one. We were sitting outside and it worked. I shaved my legs to wear that dress. Happy man. Welcome in, everybody. They didn't have, wait a minute. They didn't have that kind. Okay. So you said you could get that from Ollie's?
Yeah, this one is at Ollie's, but I know they have them on Amazon. I have not really seen the one that looks like a cooler, but they do have one with this name called the Icy Breeze. Well, it's not even Icy Breeze, but it's called a cooler.
Okay. But, hey, Create and Relate, cousin Angela, G Mama Grows, Valerie, how y'all doing? Welcome in.
Hey, everybody. Welcome in.
Yeah, I said she have my 20% off coupon for Ollie's. So, guys, for those of you all who coming in, we are talking about if America went dark, what you doing? What are you going to do? So they have some suggestions over here that I pulled up. And the first thing you're going to do, I gather up every bit of clean water I could find. Fill the tub, jugs, bottles. Then I'll check my food. Non-perishable protein, stuff that doesn't need cooking. Because if the grid goes down, the pumps on the water is going down.
I did that yesterday.
What we just talked about, what I just mentioned?
What you just said, I bottled up a bunch of waters, and you all already know those big white tubs that I get from the grocery store. I have them filled up in the tub, and then I filled up some just regular small bottles for my hydroponic, because if you're a gardener, you want that garden to keep going, especially that's how we plan on eating. So I want enough water for the garden, the hydroponics, to bathe with, to, you know, cook, eat. You need that water for everything. If you want to try to flush the toilet, we're talking a lot of water.
A lot. Not just for drinking. You need a lot of water. One thing's for sure, you don't know how long the grid is going to be down. Absolutely. So what happens if you can't get any more water? And a lot of people are talking about y'all are doomsday prepper. Y'all are talking about the end of the world prepper. No, we're talking about reality. Life happens. Stuff really happens. And are you prepared if a blackout happens? You see they're testing other countries. So what happens when they cross over that water and come to us? What you doing? Seriously, what are you going to do? Happy Max said, do you feel it with ice water? That cooler that you
I know some of them do. I don't know about this one because it don't give that much. I mean, I'm going to go tomorrow and I'm going to read the box and I'm going to ask them Can I bring this back if it does not work? So I will pick one up tomorrow, bring it home, plug it in, see how cool it is, use it with all three of the adapters that, and see for myself. And if it does not flow with me, I'm taking it back.
Okay. Hey, John, how you
Hey,
doing?
John.
Hey.
Okay, John, he said it's called a swarm cooler. Does that mean, do you know anything about it? And do you know if they actually work, John? Oh, he said they work best with just ice.
Okay. Happy Max said, if it runs with a fan, I'll be way cheaper to run that air conditioner. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And Syria said, dang, it's online for $68.98, $264. Looks like the same thing. I just know for a fact that people buy what they want to buy. And if it's something that they truly want, they'll get it. A lot of people don't even really think life is, the world is getting worse. They think it's just a farce. People just overreacting. But what happens when it comes to your front door? Is it an overreaction then? Or will reality sit in that the grid is down? And you can't go out to the store to buy anything unless you're going to go out there and take a chance and looting. And I don't think you want to do that. Seriously, I really don't think you want to do that. Can a sewer go out? Cheryl said, can the sewer go out, my Renaissance?
If it's ran electronically,
it can go out.
I don't know how that's built. Ran.
Anything that's built on grid can go out. I don't know if they have backup generators, but how long does a backup generation last? Depends on the type of system that they have.
That's exactly the question I asked last time, because I was concerned about hospitals. They have a backup generator, but how long will those last?
Right. They work best with, they say, Jeg said, I'm glad I have a hand pump on my well. And that's a good idea as well. Good evening. What's up, Robert?
Hi, Robert. Welcome in.
If anybody wants to come up and join the discussion, I did put the link in the chat. They put those Harvard smart meters on my house last week and raising the utility prices. I'm looking at everything that saved me money.
Absolutely.
Right. Sylvia said, I have the so-called smart meter and my water doubled. I know. Wow. Before I moved from Memphis, Tennessee, that's what they were doing, putting smart meters on people's houses, talking about saving money. But I never seen a savings on my bill. It's always was high. Okay, so the second we talked about that one, being more serious. The second thing would be I will get my people right. When I was a prepper, before everything happened to me, I didn't just prep for me and Mackenzie. I prepped to the point that I didn't know who was going to be able to come to my house. So whether my daughter's grandkids or whoever were able to come to my house and get to my house, I prepped as in a sense of it's going to be multiple people coming to the house. I even bought extra air mattresses just in case people needed somewhere to sleep. So I will get my people, family right, neighbors, especially the elder or anybody living alone. We're stronger together, and in a blackout, you find out real quick who you can count on. What's up, Diversity Love?
Hey, Carbon Q. Hi, Diversity Love. Welcome in.
Tag said, that's what I want, a hand pump. It's a goal for this year that reached
that needs to be accelerated. Absolutely.
Right. If you know you need these things, don't put off something that you can do today for tomorrow. Because tomorrow it might just go down. Then what you gonna do? Hey, Rosie, welcome in everybody over here on my TikTok. Appreciate the love and the support. Cell phones won't work. Right. It will not.
Absolutely.
Planning, family planning. My thing is, I've always wondered if the grid goes down, would the landline still work?
Nope.
Okay, so that wouldn't even work neither.
Not a partial grid down, I think they do, but a complete grid down, they won't.
Okay. Tag said, I've told my folks as late as last week they need to plant some food. Been singing that song for years.
Yeah, and if you have a home, there is no excuse for not storing up on water however you need to. I don't care how ghetto all these buckets and tubs look. If you have basements, if you have backyards, if you have sheds, there is no excuse. Now, some of us, we can't do that.
Hey, Bayou, welcome in.
Hey, Sugar, welcome in.
He over here on the TikTok. She's saying, hey, boss man. Guys, the next thing I'm finna talk about.
Hey,
wait a minute. Hey, Deborah. Did I miss anybody?
Olives,
hey, Olives. Some solar kits are reasonable under $300. I have a well and a hand pump and solar for backup for the well. You own yours, Olives. When the tornadoes went through a few years ago, wasn't just the power that went out. Our cell phones didn't even work. That was the worst part. My old people couldn't call me if they needed help.
Yeah.
Nikki said, hey to everybody that she missed. Diverse said, the first blackout advice is go inside. Don't party in the streets, because when bad people realize the police busy, they get busy.
Mm-hmm.
Communication would be walkie-talkie or in person. Right, Sylvia. John says sewer system nowadays have pump station that raise the waste to higher elevation in the system. Without power, eventually the system will start to back up.
Okay.
Wow. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? They won't do it until winter. Exactly, Autumns. Either winter or summer is what I believe that an American blackout will occur. It's not going to occur when it's convenient to people. Hey, Sassy.
Hey, Sassy. How you doing? Welcome in.
No landlines, no phone. If you have a flashlight and a strobe light, you can put messages on that. If you have cutouts and letters. Okay, that's a good idea. Remember on 9/11, no cell phone work. Wow. I know a few months ago, I woke up one day and my phones, all of my devices were down. And I was like, I know doggone well I paid my phone bill. Bayou said she driving and listening. Okay, Sugar, we trying to get 1K over here on the Tickety Talk. Guys, don't forget to smash the hearts and the like button. And I woke up and I was like, I know I paid my phone bill. What in the world is going on? Couldn't do what I needed to do. So I ended up, me and Mackenzie driving up to the ATM place. And it was a line of people out there. All of them for the same reason. But when the people came to the door, they just said it was a network issue. Everybody's phones was shut down for that day. And I think T-Mobile and another company. So if they can just push the button to shut down the systems, what backup plans do you have to communicate with your family that doesn't live with you?
Well, you have to have those transmitting radios. And I heard that satellites was great. And then the other day I heard somebody breaking it down. They said satellite phones are not great. So I don't know anything about that. Now, ham, but they say you have to have a license. If something happened today or tomorrow, we don't have time for a license. But in my mind, if it is a state of emergency, I don't think the police is going to be coming to look for you if you use that ham phone. And I heard as long as you don't use the emergency numbers, if you're just trying to communicate with family and friends, I heard that's a total different section, but just don't go on to the lines that's emergency. Now that's what I heard because I really don't know how to use a ham. I need to learn, but I don't know at this point, and I don't have a license. So, but I don't think anybody's gonna come searching for me if I use it.
Yeah, Happy Max said, I want to say that Amazon sells disposable tub liners for cheap. And Nana said, if the grid goes down, you won't be able to call the popos.
Absolutely.
You won't be able to call nobody.
And I think, and if it gets like really ugly, because we know, especially if it plays out just like it's doing now, they say we're going to run out of food. Okay, so everybody's going to be out trying to do what they do when they trying to feed their families, not caring about who they get the food from or what they do to someone to get it. I kind of feel like some of these popos is going to be home guarding their own home, their children, their families. I can't see a lot of them out there in them streets trying to make sure you're not acting right. So I don't know how that's gonna play out, but it's best to stay inside of your home. Like who said that? Diversity, one of them said stay in your home.
Yeah, exactly. One of them said it, yeah. Diversity said yes. In a blackout, you need flood locks. Plug it up so no sewage in your house. Nigga said Tampa got 937.
Oh, well, awesome.
Isn't the blackout controlled by Russia? Am I right or not? Does anybody know that?
I believe it is, and I do know that that's where we would need to get the products to put it back online. Now, that much I do know. That, yeah, we would need them to put it back, to bring it back up. So if they're against us, and everything is, what they're going through, I can't see them just like willy-nilly, handing them over to us. So, yeah.
Right. If you're able, bury an old refrigerator or freezer to store and hide food from looters.
Oh, baby, if I had a house, that would definitely be what's going on. I mean, if I had some property, land.
Nikki said pen and paper. Who gonna deliver it? The post office ain't gonna have no light. How they gonna process the mail?
Girl, we got birds out there, carriers.
Okay, Hawks, taking messages. Hey, old mutt, how you doing? Welcome in.
Hey, Kenneth, welcome in.
Are your best bet? That's what was used in the flood disasters this year. We have a meeting place. Sure, so they got a meeting place. Nigga said horse and carriage. That's what the Amish use, baby.
Girl, I told my daughter that yesterday.
If the grid goes down, the Amish is not going to be affected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to, I didn't know what West McCall was talking about. Who did you read before Nikki? Who was that?
Carbon.
Yeah, what's she talking about?
Carbon Q, what can you explain what's
our best bet?
Yeah, let me go back.
And what was used in flood disasters this year? I don't know. Hey, LGGG.
Maybe she was talking about ham radio.
Oh, the ham radios? Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe she was talking about that one.
Okay.
We have, horse and carriage. Everybody say, John said, I have a CB radio in the house.
Good.
Queen is speaking to everybody. Diversity said also don't flush toilets. Actually put a bag of several nested bags in a toilet and tie it up.
That's the plan. That is the plan. And like I said, buy those things that I told you all to buy that will, mask the odors. So you won't have to worry about your house smelling. I got the kitty litter, the solidifier, and the poop stuff. So there is absolutely 0 cents So you might want to put that when you are going.
Okay. Okay. Um, smoke signals. Happy Max said, did you see those people in the cities in Portugal and Spain? They were crying in the street with no way to get home, literally crying.
I heard about it. I didn't see it, but I did hear. And I heard they have zero water there. I heard that as well.
Hey, Kenny, how you doing? Carmen Q said, not an emergency. You can use for assistance.
Yes.
Okay.
But I still need to know how to use it. I don't even know how to use the thing. I need some assistance with that.
I've always wanted me a CB radio. John said, get a CB radio for the house, make it a base system. But is that something that has to have plug up to electricity?
Well, I wouldn't think so, because remember they use them in cars. I mean, trucks and stuff, and like the truckers. But I guess I don't know if they plugged up into cigarette lighters or what. I don't know anything about a CB radio.
Me neither. Welcome in, everybody over here. Carbon said, just follow. Oh, okay, Carbon Q. Appreciate you over here on the tickety top. Appreciate you. Okay, it will be worse if it will be the military.
Yeah, absolutely. And which that's what the word on the street is.
Okay, Diversity Love say, yes, I have 102 liners.
Tub liners.
I can save water. Facts. Okay, guys, so the next part, I'm going to have to shut down some lights. Hold on. Y'all, hold on. Let me shut down the light. McKen, cut that light off. Cut that light off. Cut the light off. Cut the light. Tampa going dark. Can y'all see me?
So you really have to demonstrate the darkness?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, I'm really not in the pitch dark because this doggone computer showing. But guys, the next part is break out your emergency radios, not the Bluetooth speakers. Nah, I mean the kind you can crank by hand or crank lights or radios and all that type of stuff. That's your lifeline. Emergency ups, they still go out over radio waves. Also, if you go to Dollar Tree, when you go to Dollar Tree, like if you go to the checkout section, you can actually find these little dollar things.
Can we see it before you turn on the light? Because now we can't see it.
It's these.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's these little flashlights. They are $1 at the Dollar Tree. And all you're going to do is just push the little button and it lights up the whole room. So you really can't tell me that I'm lit because, y'all can see my lights from my computer. Cut the light back on, McKenzie.
It's storming really bad outside, so if I happen to black out, then you'll know why.
Okay, so these little lights, guys, they flashlights, and you can get them from Dollar Tree. And they're magnetic, so you can stick them somewhere that has a magnet, which is pretty cool. So, like, if you want to put something on your refrigerator, it can sit on the refrigerator. If you got one of those mirrors in the bathroom that have the little metal thing on it, you can stick it in the bathroom on there. So they are magnetic, and they are $1.25 at Dollar Tree. And I just keep these.
Welcome in.
I just keep them by the bed. So crank radios, crank flashlights, anything that has a crank to it is actually good. Because the emergency updates will still go out over radio waves if they decide to send them. Carbon Q speaking to Bayou, guys. Well, thanks for the 1,000 hearts over there on the Facebook. I stopped shopping. Is there any other type of crank emergency items out there that we don't know about? Do you know, my Renaissance?
It's even cranked flashlights.
Yeah, I got some of those. Matter of fact, I got 24 of them.
And see, that's why I encourage people to have those battery packs too. The ones that you just use for your cell phone when you out, you know you're gonna be out for a while, and you take the little, I can't think the name of them things, but you all know what I'm saying. Because just like right now, I'm sitting up here with this fan. If this fan wasn't on, I would be sitting up here burning up. So I could at least run this fan. That's why I tell you all, I buy a lot of things that are USB, because I have like 5 or 6 of those little portable things. So I mean, I could throw some water on my face and put this fan on me, or throw some water on my body, and that will cool me down if it is piping hot in the house.
Okay. Diversity Love said, I stopped shopping on Amazon. Avoid price markup. Some stuff on Temu.
She said, same this Temu. Yeah, Temu, it has went up, and Sheen as well has just went up.
It will be every man for himself.
Absolutely.
Ain't nobody coming for you in the event of an American blackout. So you can get that out your head. Ain't nobody coming for you. So you have to be able to do the things that you need to do for your family. Because if the police is out here trying to stop people from looting and starting riots and all that, and some of them probably don't even care. They probably going to be at home with their own family. You think they coming out to help you? No. That's just my opinion. Happy Max said, I'm blessed to live where I do. And Carbon Q said, that's why you should get some training and medication ASAP. Like, how many people know CPR? I mean, and you'll be surprised that a lot of people don't know CPR. They don't want to know CPR. The police will be home protected. What you said, Olives. Exactly. Let's take a short break right quick and shout out to my Creekside.
Creekside Mods, they run the show, keeping it fresh, always in control. They bring the heat, the chat's on fire, lifting us up, taking us higher. They keep it moving, always on point. Every live stream, they light the joint, dropping those links with style and grace. Creekside Mods, always setting the pace. Ooh, they bring that good vibe. Ooh, always keeping it live. They keep the flow smooth, always clean. Creekside Mods, the real MVPs. Creekside Mods, they run the show, keeping it fresh, always in control. They bring the heat, the chat's on fire, lifting us up, taking us higher. Shout out to the crew, always on the grind.
Shout out to my Creekside Mods. I appreciate the love and the support and all you guys do for me and Mackenzie channel. Diversity
Thank you,
Love.
Sassy, for the support.
She said, I saw a 2400 watt solar generator for $600 as opposed to $3,000 on Amazon.
Oh, that's a good price. Where you see it? Where you see it at, Diversity?
See, y'all said that would be a scam.
Okay.
Oh, Temu scams. Bicycles or scooters. I ain't been on a bike in a long time. I was like, can you ride a bike?
I haven't ridden one since I was little, but I'm sure I could. They say you don't forget.
Boy, that's true. Hey, L to the GGG. Welcome in. When the power goes out, I scream out the window at my neighbors, and she screams back, I have a great neighbor.
That's good.
So Carbon Q said the ham radio. I need to know what this ham radio is too.
It looks just like a regular walkie-talkie.
Okay. So Tag said we have CB2. Yeah, we don't need a whole lot of stuff. What's up, Mike? How you doing? What's up? What's up? Don't you need a license for a ham radio?
Yeah.
So is it Is so why would you need a license to get a ham radio? You know my
Probably you can answer that.
okay.
I think it's because there are certain things on there that you really not supposed to go into unless you are licensed to do it. But like I said, I wouldn't dare go into any emergency part of it. I just want to know how my family doing. That's my only concern. And I could use it just to transmit, listening to what other people, say we are in the dark. And I'm hearing other people saying what's going on where. I might can hear something that's going on in my neighborhood, or I can hear something that's going on somewhere else that concerns me. But yeah, you could use it as just keeping up with the chatter that's going on. But yeah. But other than that.
Right. Olive said Russia is who they use for the bully scapegoat to deceive the masses. The 13 families evil lead on the ones engineering all the chaos. Maybe shouldn't have read that, but I know about CBs, but nothing about ham radios. Jake said, my Renaissance grandma in emergencies, get on the radio, just talk. Talk, just talk.
Yeah, I get that, but I don't know what numbers to set it on. Now, I could use my walkie-talkie. I could set that to a number, but that ham got like 7, 8 numbers going across there. I don't know what to set it on to try to talk to somebody. I've read it so many times, and I'm just not getting the gist of it. So, us old people don't catch on so easy. You know what I mean?
You ain't old, you experience. Mike said you can handheld CB radio. Hey TLC, how you doing?
Hey TLC, welcome in.
CBs are plugged into the truck. So if you got them plugged into the truck, where are they plugged at in the house?
You have to have a generator.
Okay, so you use a generator. They make them both ways and dual power source, AC and DC. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nikki said,
yeah, but you gonna have that if you don't have any electricity.
That's true.
Where's she at? Where who at?
She talking about me when I cut the light off.
Oh no.
Hey Holly, welcome in. Sylvia says CB will need power source. Ham radio use a crank. Oh.
Mine don't have a crank.
Yo, CB?
It's just like a walkie-talkie.
No, she explaining the difference. The CB need power source. Ham radio just uses a crank.
But I just said I don't have a crank on mine.
Oh, okay. Please invest in a quality super bright flashlight.
Oh, I have them, honey.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I got flashlight that'll make you start having seizures.
Well, we don't need those. We most definitely don't need those. Those are nice. Janet said, Pam, I love those little flashlights. I have about 15 of them. Yes. $1 or $1.25. They $1.25,
right.
Queen.
Right.
They're $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. Stock up on your batteries. Get your batteries, y'all. Get them.
Absolutely.
If we don't make it, we know we are going to heaven.
No one can take that from us. That is true.
Some of this stuff is in my book. I will give y'all a free copy when I publish it. Okay, diversity. Where is it? Where is it? I got so many survival guides that, yeah, I ain't going to get that book. I don't feel like putting it up. I do like those. Everybody's speaking. TLC said try to get rechargeable batteries and a solar charge for them. I do know when I was driving for the FedEx and I used to go out there to the Amish community, they had a catalog that he gave me about rechargeable battery operated stuff like flashlights, lamps that you sit on your table beside your bed. They had a lot of stuff in that book that if all you had is a generator, you can recharge those batteries, which you can Google rechargeable flashlights, lamps, and lanterns, and all that other stuff. But another source is some people are scared of oil lamps and kerosene lamps. But that's another source that you can get without inquiring to, have power. You put your oil lamp and a kerosene lamp in each room of your house, along with whatever needs to go into that, then you won't have to be funneling around your house trying to find things. Some people know how to walk through their house in the dark and find everything. Some people don't. And it's not nice to hit your toe when you're walking through the dark. Are the flashlights rechargeable? I don't know how these little things.
If they didn't come with a cord, then they're not.
Yeah, because I don't even think you can open this little thing. It's all.
You mean it don't even have a battery?
I guess it's built on the inside. It doesn't even have a place to even open the little things if you want to put a new battery in there.
That's different.
So I guess once it's done, you just throw the little toy.
Throw the little toy away, huh?
Throw the little thing in the garbage. So hey Quan, welcome in over here on the tickety top. Diversity. LGG said yes, happy. Harbor Freight has a lights for 79 cents. Okay. Baby, I'm all for getting a little sympathy. Hey, Truth and Integrity.
Hey, Truth and Integrity, welcome in.
Tampa just
Garden Flow, welcome in.
Okay, she said just bring your solar garden lights into the house at night so you won't have to use your flashlight.
Oh, them batteries dead too. I need to change them batteries.
Well, okay, my Renaissance. Hey, my Renaissance grandma in chat, supporting you on my computer and Tampa on my phone. What's up, Sassy? Also, solar garden lights. I just know, guys, in the event of an American blackout, people is going to panic. And being in a panic mode is the most dangerous thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Because you're not thinking logical. So I advise everybody, if you don't take anything from us tonight, get you some flashlights, get you some batteries, get you some water, get you some non-perishable food. Make sure you got a can open to open that. Get you something that you can cook on that's not harmful to you inside your house. Get you some crank items like flashlight, radios, walkie-talkies, CBs. Get you some of these things. You ain't got to get it on a massive scale, but get you something because it's coming. I honestly believe it's coming, and it's going to come when you least expect it.
Welcome in, Hudson.
What's up, G Hud? Crank radios are good to have. And the crank radios that I got, they were 24 pack. I got them off of Amazon. But they work. May not be the best brand, but they work. USB phone battery bank. Okay.
Yeah, bank. That's the word I keep forgetting. Battery bank.
The battery bank. Okay.
Yeah.
Anchor battery pack is a great external battery. You
I've
all know what that?
But I have seen them on the big store.
The Anchor battery pack.
Well, I've seen a lot of people like testing them out on YT.
Yep. Queen said that is true. Save yourself. Yeah. Because you're going to be up a creek without a paddle if you waiting on somebody to come and help you. I'm not shopping anymore. It's hard to wind down. Nikki said, I do. Olive said, I do. Watch the movie American Blackout and British Blackout and prep accordingly. TLC, I watched both of those. And I was like, I'm so anxious to get my stuff out of storage and get me back in the house so I can start back prepping because we don't know. We don't know. And then, like my Renaissance say, she has a bug out bag. I know a lot of people have bug out bags. You might not even be able to stay in your house. You might have to flee. Where are you going to flee to?
And you know, and I know bug out bags are beneficial to have, but if we talking something long term, how long is that bug out bag going to benefit you?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Not to be negative, just seriously thinking. But how much food can fit in there? How much water can fit in there? If we're talking something long term and we don't have a bug out location or cannot get to it, that's why they say have that food and water at another location. So if it takes you 2 to 3 days to get to that location, but a lot of us don't have that location.
True. LGG said, I suggest you look at the blast radius of a nuclear fallout. It's only a few of us in the neighborhood with gardens. They gonna get my old butt. Wow. Jake said, I'm EMT trained. Yeah, being CPR and first aid certified, I think somebody ought to have at least one person in there. Queen, did you have a question? Because I saw you raise your hand. Or did you just say you was CPR and first aid trained?
Cheryl, you might want to consider having some backup in your home, like already having some pots and some soil. And you already should have the water, because in the event that you will fear going out in that yard if you see what's going on in the neighborhood. And I can understand you're not going to want to go out there. So you should be prepared to start some food indoors if need be.
Right.
Because this old butt wouldn't be going out there either. My fighting days are over.
I know what you mean. I do know what you mean, my baby. Black and blue ain't pretty. I don't need you know me.
Oh.
I'm allergic to fighting.
I'm like Michael Jackson, baby. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Exactly. Like, what they do that at? Girl, I'm too old to be fighting. You will be penalized for breaking the rules, especially when there is an emergency. I had a thought on my head with that, and I was going to say, it's going to come to me, and the panels to charge it. Okay. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. I'm trying to catch up. To transmit, the frequency and the ham radio band are in the, what that say?
Aeronautic.
Band also could interfere with aircraft. Guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel or my Renaissance Grandmother's channel, please go over there and hit that subscribe button, because we would love you to be a part of our family. Tampa is working on 1K, so please come and be a part of our family. I don't know if Jeg's still in here, and Jeg's still going to give the 1,000 person a jar of honey. That don't mean unsubscribe and then go back into resubscribe, because that ain't gonna work. That don't how it work. We need new family members. The ham radio operates on military frequency controlled by the FCC.
I know it's a man that I follow, which he is the one that I got my first walkie-talkie. He is someone that how they get them on YouTube and they test them out to let you know how they are. Yeah. He tests out everything. He uses a ham radio, and everybody is ticked off at him, and he just makes fun of them because they are so mad at him because he will not get a license, and he uses his ham radio all the time. He will use it right in front of your face because he know it ticks them off because they went through, the channels to get the license and everything, and he just will not get a license, and he uses his. You just gotta be careful.
So basically, they just trying to keep a track of who got them. It's the reason why you have to have a license. Yeah. Because LGG said, please, there are codes and special languages that we have to learn to use.
Yep, I thought about that as well.
Happy Max said, Channel 9 is the emergency on CB. That's all I know.
Well, that's all the help you get from me.
Exactly. TLC said you could buy extra batteries for ham radio. I'm going to look into the ham radio. Ham can be used. You just have to get licensed. See, it's just another way to keep track of people. That's all that is. Anytime they require you to have a license, they want to know what you're doing, how you're doing, why you're doing, and when you're doing it. That's pretty much what a license is for. I'm great, honey. Everybody's speaking. Don't forget about a blackout shades and curtains. You don't want to draw attention to yourself. Now, I did get a tip from my Renaissance grandma the other day because I was trying to get me a couple of cases of water because we had ran out of water. And my Renaissance said she had meant to tell me while I was at the store to get some black garbage bags. So when I'm taking the water in the house, people don't know what I'm taking in my house. So I think that's a great idea too, because you never know what neighbors is watching you when you start taking bags and stuff out the car, cases of water. And if you go to the store regularly and shopping regularly, you don't know who's watching you.
And speaking of black trash bags, I kind of rigged up my own blackout curtains. Yeah, what I use is those heavy duty shower curtains from Family Dollar. And I line the other side of them with black trash bags. And I tape them on there. And then I put them up to my windows. And you can't see in or out.
Okay. Now that's a good idea. Where are we getting all this money to get all these things? I definitely have to piece meal a la carte.
You can't. You would never ever be prepared. PIA. You have to get the basic things that's going to help you survive. But there is so many things you would have to get for long term or short term. You just have to do the best you can. Because there's so many things to focus on, which is what we've always talked about: the eating, the drinking, the medications, the medical items, what was I getting at? What's the other thing we talked about earlier? Oh, the generators, and we all know how much they cost. The heating, the cooling. We would never ever get everything we need. So you have to get what's important for survival of life, which is the food and water. But the rest, you get it if you can and when you can. But yeah, that's a hard thing to do.
Look like we got another movie night. Olive said the movie Fifth Wave is forecasting their plans. TLC, I have had blackout curtains because of the creepy guy who used to live next door. Hey, Backyard Garden Flow, how you doing? PIA, these things have been collected over time. I do know I started prepping in 2018. So it was just not something that I was able to get right then and there because I still wasn't able to get a generator when I needed to get one. So those are some things that I know I need to be working on. But right now, Tampa need a house first to put the stuff. Welcome in, everybody over here on the tickety top. Thank you for the heart.
Welcome in, Natasha.
Hey, Natasha. PIA. That's how I built my empire. One day at a time, one and done. I just know if you go to the grocery store, if you have to go to the grocery store and you're not a gardener, get an extra can or something. You know what I'm saying? Get an extra case of water. Something extra that you can afford to put in your pantry or your stockpile, an extra case of batteries. If you see flashlights on sale, get something that you can get extra up, and before you know it, you've been accumulate enough stuff that maybe you can survive. Hey, I'm not saying. Hey, ordinary chick, welcome in.
Hi, welcome in, Ordinary Chick.
Just buy a little at a time as you can. Some have been prepping for years, and don't forget to improvise. Right, TLC?
And for
And
those who did not see my video, I was showing you how when you are buying things now, as you start stocking, I was showing you how you can start taking some of those things out of the wrappers and putting them in Mylar bags or vacuum sealing them. Because when things get horrible, people will see you on your way to the trash. That's even if trash is working at that point, and they will probably follow you and bust open their trash bag to see what's in that trash. So what you don't want in that trash is wrappers from where you are eating. So I suggest this is the time now, while we already working toward things, is to remove those packages now and throw them away now. And to answer G HUD, she said, what if we don't already have black curtains now, won't we be suspicious if we get them during that time? That's why I've had black curtains since this August will be 2 years. So I already have black curtains so that it would not be suspicious for me. But yeah, if you did it at that last moment, yes, it would be then. So that might be something you may consider doing now. And you want the black curtain part, facing you. You just want them to see like they just see my regular shower curtain. They don't even know it's a shower curtain. And they don't even know. And I used to wonder, could anybody see? Because I just had the black ones up. I had it took 3 black ones. And I didn't have to put the trash bags on them. And I kept wondering, could you see? And I kept saying, well, maybe I ought to run outside at night. And I never did that. And so one day my neighbor, I was outside. She said, you just sit in the house in the dark all the time. And I was like, why you ask me that? She said, because you never have any lights on. I said, you mean you can't see any lights in my house? She said, never. I said, thank you. Because I had been wondering all that time, could you see up in my house? And you can't. So, but they don't sell them anymore. So that's why I had to buy the white ones this time and then just take black trash bags on the other side.
so G HUD said we want convenience. All you need is some candles and something to light them with.
I don't like candles. I have candles. That would be a last resort for me. I prefer a lantern or something. I don't want nothing dangerous. Tripping and falling and I don't want that. And like we've been storming all this, like right now, I wouldn't even put up a candle because there's so many storms, and I don't know if something gonna come flying in here because the hail is busting folks' windows out. It's just
A lot.
I prefer anything over a candle, but I do have them. If I need them, I will.
I do know, convenience or not, if a blackout go out in the heat of the winter, the dead of the winter, you're going to need heat. If it goes out in the summer, you're going to need something to be able to cool yourself off with. Because convenience or not, heat can kill you, and freezing to death can kill you too.
Both of them. Both of them.
I just think you need to pick what's more convenient, pick what's important to you. You don't know how long it's gonna last. If it lasts over 30 days and you ain't got no heat or no air, 9 out of 10, something not gonna be good gonna come from that.
Woo, I can't imagine. Lord.
Carbon Q said 100% it is coming. And if people always say, y'all just scaring people, y'all just this, and y'all just doing this, and y'all just doing this. And I'm just going to be blunt. Do what you want to do. I know what Tampa going to do for her and her household. So do what you want to do. I'm not opening my door for nobody. That's just point blank. So real talk. You can be crazy if you want to, thinking that life is about to get easy when y'all see what's going on in the world. If they're turning ships around that has food on it for the people here, you think they care about shutting the grid down?
And the thing is, you have truckers on YouTube telling what's going on when they go to pick up their load. You got it's a little bit of everybody that has something to do with everything that's going on. You have military families, you have some military that's in military and still throwing you some little hints. So for people, and I know a lot of people say God gonna take care of me. Yeah, he is. He gonna take care of all of us. But I don't think manna is going to fall from heaven. I know it happened back then, but you better have that manna already in your house, because you may not be able to go out your door. Even if it did fall, it might be kind of dangerous to go out there and try to get it. So, I mean, and I don't understand what people don't get about it. It just amazes me. Beans, rice, and seasoning.
Oh, truth. I'm sorry. Okay, bro. He said I'm a male, not a female. My bad. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Okay. Happy Max said beans, rice, and seasoning. Cheap and easily stored for years in a jar. Get those catering burners. My Renaissance. I remember when Party City was going out and you was telling me to see how much they was. They didn't even have a sale yet. I was like, y'all going out of business and y'all still got this stuff marked up like this. I don't know what they're called. Do they have those at the Dollar Tree?
They do, but they are. I got some right there. Okay, say the can is this big, right? They have this much fluid in them. If you get it from the Dollar Tree, it's best to get this 3, 6, 9, 12 pack from Sam's in the catering, where they have the catering stuff.
Or Costco's.
At Costco's, it's in the it might be in some other big box stores, but those of it would be really great. But also make sure you have a cookie sheet. That way, if you're going to cook, you can be able to sit the pot on the cookie sheet. And if you just need to boil water, it can be for heat. If you just need to warm up, you don't need the cookie sheet on there to warm up. But the cookie sheet is only for when you need to cook. And you just don't need to turn on all of them. If you just want to cook, just turn on the ones. Because if you have it in, like I showed you, in aluminum pan, if you have like 12 in there, you only need to turn these on the size of the pot. You don't need to just burn all of them if it's not going to benefit you at that time. If you're going to just boil some water for some hot cocoa or something, and you're going to put a little pot on there, you need to just light up 1 or 2 of them. That way you can, conserve the energy of them. Don't be trying to use them up when you don't have to. But if you're using them for heat, yeah, that will work. And that is something that people need to look into before everybody figure it out and they don't have anymore.
Right. I do know back home in Memphis, they had a place called Lit that caters to restaurants, but it was open to the public. If y'all got something like that, you can go in. If you have restaurant supply stores, you can go into those things if they're open to the public and get a bulk like type stuff with the burners for shelf, all that type of stuff. So you'll be surprised at what you can find if you go to a restaurant supply store, because you can pretty much get some of that stuff for the low.
And I know a lot of people got grills and stuff like that, But these is in the event that you cannot, if it's not safe enough for you to go outside to use grills, then that's why you have to have something for the indoors as well.
Right. CBR said yes, because solar changed lives. Solar banks is something that are needed even when it's not a blackout. Weather has an alert all the time due to hurricanes. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the dark yesterday. We've been having storms. That's why we try to tell people everything that we talk about is not for the SHTF. It's for daily life, especially during seasons when we having hurricanes, tornadoes, or just any kind of storms. We need a lot of these things just for the average.
Yeah, she said little Mac need a popsicle because she needs some over there. Oil lamps are a great source of light. And again, it depends on where you put this oil lamp at. If you like in one room and close all the doors, it will give off a sense of heat as well. I have many lanterns, oil lamps, lots of battery, lots of water, canned goods, etc. I know I still have more things to get though. Right, Sassy. Thank Leah Farmer for educating us on how to prepare. Greenhouse or shed. Right. 3 days. Okay. Oh, hot and heavy bug out.
Yes. Oh my God, it's heavy.
Yep. I'm prepping 2 bug out bags. Okay, I'm trying to get down to the end because I'm all behind. Battery power weather radio. We found a radio station that was in direct contact with the police. Hurricane
Irma and Ian were not my friends.
Right. Yes, I can every year. Sure, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Also have that pew ready. Right. What you said. And make sure you got some lead meant for them pews. Bayou, how you doing, sis, over here on the TikTok? Joanne, how you doing, everybody? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Let's take a hot second break and shout out to Tampa's.
Creekside crew, yeah, we rise like kings. Creekside crew, where the loyalty rings. Creekside crew, every level we bless. From the roots to the roof, we don't settle for less. Creekside crew, y'all the day one flame. Lit that fire, gave Tampa its name. Backbone strong, y'all the base, the tone. Ain't no movement if you ain't in the zone. Creekside treasures, red with the glow. Y'all to shine when the river runs slow. Grace in your steps, gold in your soul. You the sparkle that makes the whole creek roll. Creekside warriors, strength in your stride. Never back down, y'all the fearless ride. Through the storm, you the power and fight. You the reason Tampa shines so bright. Creekside crew, yeah, we ride with pride. Creekside crew, got the fan worldwide. Creekside crew, every level we true. Stand tall, yeah, that's what we do. Creekside crew, yeah, we rise like kings. Creekside crew, let the anthem sing. Creekside crew, where the real ones be. Tampa Bay, this the legacy.
Shout out to my Creekside crew, whether you are Creekside crew, treasure, or warrior. We appreciate all the love and the support that you give me and Mackenzie. Olive said in any war, they're going after communication first. They don't want people to be able to talk. I pull up in my backyard and go through the back door to take my stuff in. Now that's cool. That's smart, PIA. I back into my garage and take everything into the house through the laundry room. And see, I'm in an apartment. So if you're in an apartment, you're going to have to try to mask some things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you don't know who watching out their little windows. I never like talking about taking anything through the front door. Wouldn't blackout curtain draw attention if you don't have black curtains before? My son, did you answer that?
I did.
Okay. Reuse your juice, pop, and tea bottles. Also, look at the heavier water bottles like Deer Park and Crystal Geyser. Yeah, I had a friend that used to get those big gallon jugs. She'll empty once she emptied it out, rinse it out. She'll fill it up with water, and I think she put a little teaspoon of Clorox or some up in those bottles. We need to trust God will provide.
We do trust him.
I trust the fact that he gave you 5
But
cents.
if you read the Bible, what did the Bible say? Store up.
Cheryl said we might need gas masks. I got gas masks for everybody in here. You might need a lot. Hazmat suit. My daughter them bought them hazmat suits. That's when we were literally at, huh?
No, I was speaking to Teresa.
Hey Teresa, thank you, TLC. I'm filling juice bottles as well. I have to stock up on things all the time in Florida. Yes, I believe so. Once the stores close, we have only what we have. Right. Ain't no going out at the last minute. Ain't no I'm finna go unless you one of them type of people that's gonna go out there and do what you're gonna do. But then I don't think that's even safe neither. So the next step is to stay put if it's safe. No driving out in chaos unless you have no other choice. Roads might be blocked, gas pumps don't work, and people, well, not everyone stays calm when things go dark. Now, not the time to play horror movie hero. Stay sharp and stay home. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, let me see. Did I miss anything? My Renaissance fire hazards goes up with the candles. Right. Hey, Frugal Mama.
Hey, Frugal Mama, welcome in.
Especially when you got a house full of children or any kind of pets, you might not want to leave no candles unattended because you never know what might happen. TLC said, don't forget to stock your over-the-counter medical, and if you can afford it, antibiotics from someplace like Jace Medical, or even look at fish antibiotics. They are some as ours and made by the same labs. Yeah, I've heard of Jace Medical, and you can get antibiotics for each family member in your house. They not cheap, but you can get it.
They're not cheap.
They not cheap at all, but you can get it.
And make sure you have multiple ways of purifying water.
Right. There will probably be gangs of looters that will be living in the country, will be better than being in the city.
Yeah.
Trust and believe. If somebody want to do something, they come to the country too. So you just need to.
Well, if that's if they can get there. If we don't have any, if we off grid, they won't be able to get there.
That's why it's Bayou says she driving, she okay. There are so many people who are ignorant about what's going on. My sons think I am crazy. That's okay. I will be crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of people think people are crazy when they try to tell them about certain things. Like, dude, all you gotta do is turn on the news. You see what's going on. Matter of fact, turn on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. They got all the news going across these social medias. What's going on? You even got content creators that specifically talks about what's going on the news every day. So it's not like they're not telling. Some news people only tell you what they want you to know. What was that news place that you said that tells stuff that they don't sugarcoat it, my Renaissance?
The independent news.
Is that the Life News?
No, just independent.
Okay.
Like one for instance is the Midas Touch. And
Okay.
they have, I think they have all, I think they passed up everybody else. I think they rated number one. If you look at the ratings for news, I think Midas Touch is number one now. They tell it just like it is. They do not have to bite their tongue. They not like when something bad is getting ready to happen. You know, the local service of the local news, they can tell them don't say nothing. So they can intimidate them and rule them pretty much. But independent, they do what they want to do. That's why when you, if something is going to happen, that's where you're gonna get the information from for sure. Because they gonna tell it. They gonna tell it.
Right. Sylvia said, family working at port letting you know. So you have people at the port letting people know what's really going on. You can
Yeah.
get solar generator cheap now. We'll run LED lights for a few days.
And that's why you need multiple things to do. Because if this is going to last a long time, you eventually will run out of batteries, you know? So in the beginning, you don't want to just burn out one whole thing. You might want to just alternate some stuff. So if you got candles, you might want to use them. If you alert, you awake, maybe you in the kitchen cooking something or whatever, but you don't want to be just leave that unattended. So if you got the lights, if you got the things that I made, that gives you light. If you got your candles, you got your lanterns, you got your carrots, you need all these different things because you don't want to just burn everything out. You want to alternate. And during the day, you really don't need all that because, well, I don't know if you got blackout curtains.
What you said.
But it seems to be some kind of light in the house, I guess. I mean, it's enough for you to walk around.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even if I had backup generator and the whole neighborhood is down, I wouldn't even want my lights on. I would have to walk around with flashlights like everybody else, so I wouldn't even draw attention.
Yeah,
to
but
my
if you
house.
have blackout curtains, they won't know your lights are on.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to do like that's why they always say choose one house, designated room where everybody hangs out. So the rest of those, windows, you don't worry about them. You just make sure you don't turn on any lights in them rooms. But that one room that you have secured with the black curtains or, and everything is in there. Maybe your cooking stuff is in there or whatever. So, yeah. Or during the day, you can cook in the kitchen because they really can't see in during the day, even with curtains, regular curtains. But, yeah.
Janice said, my pastor used to say, God help those who help themselves, those who don't go hungry. Sterno.
Yeah, I mean, he gave us some sense. Yeah, sterno burners.
Yeah, that's what they are. On battery alone, Mike says. I have 2 wood burning stoves. I can use them to cook on too. And that's
nice.
Great. That's great. Awesome. Learn how to cook on open fire using wood. That's if you can go out the door. Because who wants to be outside and the world is black and you out there in your backyard cooking and somebody else next to you hungry?
That's one of them neighborhoods where everybody has, talked about things that could happen and everybody got each other back. Well, if that's what you all want to go out there and do as a group, especially when it first happened and everybody trying to cook up their food before it spoils, you might have that kind of neighborhood where it's safe for you to do that. But if you do not feel safe, I don't suggest it.
And that's where pressure canning comes in. At pressure canning water bathing, taking as much of your food out of the freezers and the refrigerators and making them shelf stable will save you a lot of money from food wasting if the grid goes down.
And I hate I can't eat peanut butter because that peanut butter can go a long way. You're getting your protein and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
TLC say you can use tea light candles to cook with, even make a oven with them.
Yeah,
grandmama did
that. I do that too.
You got yours near you?
For me?
Yeah.
I got the bigger one, but the tea light one is in there, but the other one is in here.
Can you show it to him? Hey, edit this. Okay, guys, I got a question for you. If you had to live without power, how long could you really last? Would your kids know what to do? Would you? Why my Renaissance getting that? The ones from Dollar Tree last for 2 hours. Well, that's 2 hours of what you can do with that PIA. What's up, Popcorn Riddle? Hey, y'all. Homestead Hard says prepare by not going into the stores for 30 days and see how you do. Try your generator, store water, and a way to cook and shower. Okay, Popcorn Riddle. Coming in with the tips. You got it, my Renaissance?
Yeah. Well, it might not be nothing in the stores for 30 days anyway.
I know.
Okay, so I made them 2 different ways. This one is made out of a candle and Crisco is at the bottom. So what I would do is I would put and see, this one has legs on it. This would be better than a regular cookie thing because it would slide back and forth. So this one with the legs is going to keep it stand still, and this is going to be up higher like that. And so like I was saying, if you know you're not going to, if you don't need all of this, if you just want to do like one pot, then you're only going to light them ones there. So that's what I was saying about you don't have to keep burning this whole thing. But in the winter time, if you need heat, this is going to give out some good heat. And there's a lot of light because all of these little wicks are in here. And I bought extra wicks because eventually these wicks are going to melt. Now, you don't want to let this completely melt all the way down to here because then all of these wicks are going to start floating around. So when you see that this is going down some, you stop using it, let it solidify and get back hard again before your wicks start floating away. And then, like I was telling you with this, see, I have the 6 in here. And you would do the exact same thing. These are the sternals. You would still use this as well. And like I said, if you need it for light, depending on how many you want to turn on, or if you want to use that just for cooking, if you don't use all of these if you don't need to, because you want to conserve as much as you can. But I think I got some of them I think this one of them little dollar store ones. Yeah, honey, this thing is probably half full. So you do not, you can get these little dollar store ones if that's all you have the money for, but it's not going to last any time like this one right here. See, you can even tell by the weight. But I guess okay, so this is 2.25 hours. And this, they lying. They said this thing lasts 3 hours. They about a bold-faced tail. They said this lasts 3 hours, and this says 2.5. This is half full, and this is full. So you do the math. Unless they got some slow burners in here. Now, if this is some nice little fancy slow burner, then that may work. I don't know. I've never tried.
Oh. Hey, Marcy. She said it's nippy there in Michigan. Okay. Everybody's speaking, doing autocorrect. Olive said, I need to go do chores. Good night, Olives.
Good night, Olives.
I grow now in old juice bottles. Okay, Mike. Hey, Teresa. Everybody is speaking. Faith without works is dead.
Absolutely.
If you have to take things through the front door or main building door, use a laundry basket and cover with a sheet or towel to hide your preps. Right, TLC. I keep gas masks at my exit ready to grab. Google train chemical spills. Wow. Timothy 5:8 is my official prepper's verse. Everybody is speaking. We need to be the wise virgins who has these oil lamps filled. Yeah, why have products if you don't have the necessary things up in them? You know, you got oil lamps and your oil lamps on the other side of the house, and you trying to figure out where your oil lamp at and your oil liquid at because you got it buried somewhere. Some things need to be put together. Like put your oil lamp and your kerosene lamp together. What else? Put some batteries and some flashlights together. Don't have 20 cans of food and you ain't got no can opener to open it. Your electric can opener is not gonna open nothing. So I'm not. Do people pressure can water? They do. They pressure can water. Why they pressure can water? I don't know, but hey. My Renaissance. Marcy, good. She said, "Good idea. I always have cash." I don't know in the event that the grid goes down, people gonna really want to be bartering because then they know you got something. So you might want to think about doing that because if you open your mouth and say, "Hey, I got this," and
girl, that's a great big old trust issue. And you know your heart is going to go out, especially if they have small children. Because you know kids, we carry them kids in our heart. And so you really have to sit up there and think long and hard, or you just gonna play I'm sorry, I don't have anything either, you know. Or do you give them a little something? Yeah, that's a hard one to swallow, honey. I don't even want to be in that predicament because that's a hard one.
P.I. said she
that's
wanted
good, P.I. Hey, I remember you wanted that.
Jill said, "I guess I'll be up the creek if they come with something I need a gas mask for." And Sassy said, "Her too." Yeah, I bought gas masks for us back in 2018, and with the filter and all of that, because okay. Moving right along. I love the solar charged light bulbs. They are really bright and can be moved where you need them to. LGG said the truck drivers are saying we are in recession.
Yeah, the truck drivers is throwing a lot of information out there. I'm telling you, they are telling you that they go to pick up their load. They said they leaving with a half a load. They leaving with a third of a load, and they said you can even see what's left. They said they know one day they're gonna show up, and it's not gonna be any load at all. Everybody is putting the word out. Somebody was in the chat the other day, and she said her husband came home, and he said you need to get to the store. So I don't know what not to listen. What is going on? I don't understand. I don't understand.
Every tool store sells gas masks for painting, etc. Truck drivers say we soon will see the shelves will be empty.
I've been hearing them.
Get them cheap at Harbor Freight, etc. Because I got all the hours from Amazon when I actually got them. It comes with the carrying case and everything. So you do what you can, you know. Yes, Renaissance is more than 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, they doing great. And I'm telling you, you get all the information. They at every, because they are licensed news people. So they are right there with their mics at everything that happens, and they will come back and tell you. They're not keeping anything hush hush. So they are a well-trusted news company. It's owned by 3 brothers, but everybody you see on that show is not their family. It's just, I guess they bought into the business. But yeah, you're going to get the information from them, and they show you everything.
They have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, they're on YouTube. It's called the Midas Touch. I think it's Touch, or did I just make Touch up?
Okay.
Because that might be something that's that might be.
Is Nikki still in here?
I haven't seen her talk in a while.
Said the Midas Touch or Midas Touch.
This might be Midas something else. I might have made Touch up.
I'm trying to spell. Oh, I think it might be Midas Touch.
Do you see it?
It's Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, your DSCC chair, and I need your help immediately.
They got
Democrats and
1.78 million.
Yep, and they just reached 1 million a couple weeks ago.
You talking about this one, because this one got 4.78 million.
I've never seen it look like that, because I guess when I see it, it's up under whoever show it's on.
Okay. Tag said, I'm back. Sylvia said she could walk around her house in the pitch dark.
I can too. I might have some broke toes, but I can do it.
Yep, I'm back.
Because I'm already walking into stuff.
LG said we had a blackout for 7 days in. For all the content creators, get a phone bank and use your video light, since most are USB. Ring light will light an entire room. Right, it will. We stay in my van. The heat was unbearable. Wow, LGG. Sorry to hear that. So just imagine it's 7 days. What happens if it goes longer? What are you gonna do? And it's not gonna be, guys.
Ooh, we're gonna have, I'm telling you, girl, we're gonna have to stay prayed up, because we cannot panic. That's for one thing. And especially if you have children, you definitely can't panic, because if you panic, you're gonna freak them out. So you're gonna have to just let your mind keep going, what to do next, and just be calm about doing it. We all gonna have that little heart fluttering thing, but you got to just do what we practice all this time.
Right.
You just have to do it. And I know that's easy said than done, because it's not happening now. And I know it's a whole different ball game when it does happen, but we just have to be calm about it, because you don't think logically when you all frazzled.
Right. So Sylvia said the longest I lived without power was 3 weeks. I think I could go longer after getting my plan together. That's what I was getting ready to say. Do you know, guys, water is essential to every aspect of our life. Rainwater is the freest water on earth. They're making it illegal for you to even catch rainwater in some states. So if they're doing that, what makes you think they're not planning something else? You better get your water as much as you can. She said, I spread that Create and Relate said it would be extremely difficult, but I think a few weeks routine will put the kids into survival mode. Right after a week, you go into survival mode.
Oh yeah, you have no choice.
Tag said the trucking industry is feeling the effects of the port not having cargo. Truck drivers are losing their jobs. They are feeling the slowdown of shipments from Asia. But I see so many truck drivers today. Trucks was just everywhere on the street. I don't know if they had anything in them trucks. But I came up to a pallet. There was so many truck drivers, trucks just parked at the pallet. Nobody was moving. They were just just at the pallet. If I had
what?
At the pallet, the gas station.
Oh, pilot. Okay.
If I had a wood stove, I could go on for years as it stands. I could do 8, maybe 9 months Cheryl said, I'm not sure of how long, but I do know how to conserve for a long time. Popcorn said, no power, but I still have water.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's important. And we definitely won't be sitting up here like everybody talking about, drink your 64 ounces a day, baby. You're going to have to cut that 64 ounces down.
Yeah, because that's what be bothering me. I mean, I'm asking, how much water do I supposed to drink a day? Our body is made of 70% of water. Too much water can drown your organs or cells or whatever they say it is. Too little water is not doing it. So what is the proper amount of water to drink? My doctor told me I needed to drink 64 ounces of water a day. Somebody told me I need to drink a gallon of water a day. And I'm like, which one is it?
And you can consider what you eat as well, because there is water in fruit and in some foods. But no. But bottom line, you won't be trying to drink that much water when you're trying to conserve water, okay?
I don't drink that much water now.
So I drink plenty. I drink plenty now. I don't drink, I don't be trying to do a gallon and all of that. If I drink a gallon of water, excuse me, a day, I may as well just lay in the tub all day and just piss, because that's all that's gonna happen.
You and me both.
I may as well just set the TV up in there, have my phone in there, because I'm not going anywhere else if I try to drink a gallon of water a day.
What you said, this is all because of the imbecile in charge of the country. What you said, I could last probably a few months, but I have practiced with power off for 2 weeks and we sis go. Yeah, I do know. Can you go, say for instance, well, I know you're going to have your refrigerator plugged up, but can you go, can anybody go like Popcorn Brother say for 2 weeks with your power, not using your
2
power?
months. Oh, you mean he practiced 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Without power?
Yeah.
Oh, we've had to do that here when storms came through. Because see, not like other states that put their lines under the ground, our lines are up above. So a storm easily knock us out.
But so I'm saying without the storm, can you, like, say for instance, you're going to say, well, tomorrow is May 1st. I'm going to do 2 weeks with no power.
Oh no! I mean, you want me to check? No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. I've had to do it in real life, but I'm not just doing it. I already know my test. I've already done my test. And baby, let me tell you, it was not pretty. I thought I could stay in this house with no air, just bundling up, call myself making some water to boil on the look. Baby, my nose was, I had on coat, baby, I already know I would not survive without some heat. Wow. My butt was frozen.
Good night, Creed and Relate.
Good night.
Look how many Bible stories are about being prepared, Noah. People just take, whatever. Everybody do what everybody is gonna do. You do you, Tampa gonna do me. And I need to prep. Whether I prep for losing a job, being prepared for certain things, just not meaning just being prepared for doomsday. Because you don't know what's gonna happen. And when I got sick with the C-19 and pneumonia for the 30 days that I was sick, if it wasn't for my savings and me having a food pantry, I don't know what I would do. Mackenzie was able to go down there in the pantry and get some stuff that was easy for her to eat because I wasn't able to cook for her. So we don't know what types of life situations we might encounter. It ain't just preparing for American blackout. You just need to be prepared for anything. We don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. But like they say, we will fall into survival mode, no doubt about it. We don't have a choice. But
Yeah. The sterile water for medical purpose. Right. Amazing has a 12 pack, a burner for 6 hours for $28, $2.33 each.
for $28,
Hmm.
I don't think I pay that much.
Oh. TLC said Tampa pressure can water is good to keep for sterile water. Think medical use, baby. Okay, TLC. Okay, got it. I bought my wife a cheap, small solar generator to keep in her car to charge phone, etc. if she gets stuck away from home. And that's a good idea, Mike. Hey, Sister
Yeah.
Marie's Kitchen. Blackout curtains for praying eyes. What you said? Blackout curtains. I like blackout curtains anyway because I like my house dark. I don't like waking up to the sun shining in my face in the morning time.
Hey, David, how much did she say that Sterner was? She said it was 28.
28.
It's $19 at Sam's for a 12 pack.
For 6 hours?
For 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's too much.
Okay. Teresa says, Sister, speaking to Sister Mary Kitchen, how you doing? Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. We appreciate the love and the support. And if you can help your girl Tampa get 1,000 family members, we would love to have you a part of the Creekside family. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button on my channel and my Renaissance Grandmama channel. And I think Nikki dropped my Renaissance channel earlier. Everybody speaking. Right, my Renaissance Grandmama. They are already showing up, not getting loads.
Yeah.
The truckers are telling the truth.
They are. I mean, what they got to gain from lying?
Just found 15 for $28, $1.87 each. Okay.
Get them right you can.
Yeah, make sure
like I said, that's two things. That's heat and that's light.
Right. Make sure you have some hand tools too, not just gas or electric. I like regular hand tools, like the old school hand tools. The lady that was outside earlier today, I was sitting in my car. She needed a boost for her car. And she was like, I don't know if it's my battery that keeps draining or nothing. She said, something is draining my battery. I was like, it could be your starter, it could be your alternator. And I was like, well, I need some tools because I ain't got none with me to unloose one of your battery posts. I said, because I could check to see if your alternator is bad. So she went in her side door and got some manual tools, and I unhooked her hot post, and her car stayed running. So I said, well, you need to have them check your battery or your starter because something else is draining your battery. Your alternator is not bad. Because if your alternator was bad and I took that hot post off, your car would have cut on off. My uncle taught me that. I was like, you good for something. Teaching me that. So, yes, it's Midian Touch. Mighty in Touch. Let me see if that was the one that I put up. Is that the one I pulled up? No, that don't say. That say Midas Touch.
Yeah, that's Midas. She just maybe autocorrect changed it to an N.
Yeah, but I was trying to make sure I'm watching the right one. Midas Touch, but you say you don't know if it looks like that, my Renaissance. See?
No, I've never seen that because I guess I am sub to each one of them, so I only see them as they come up as themselves.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it's Touch.
There is cargo behind abandoned on the water by companies overseas. Wow, yeah. Tag.
Yeah, it's Midas Touch.
Wow.
And
they know
like
exactly what is happening on the docks. It's happening. It's there before the trooper know. Huh?
That's it.
What's up, Rob in the garden? I have a lot of
Hey, Rob,
propane.
welcome in.
Oh, snap a doodle. There go Nikki. She said, yes, my Renaissance grandma. I follow the trucking industry because we have a trucking company. Truckers are the last to know. So by the time they found out, it's usually weeks in. Wow, Tag. What's up, Rob? What's up, Big Rob? Thankfully, we can still catch rainwater here in Maryland.
That's
Do anybody have, is anybody in the state where it is illegal to catch rainwater? Let me see if Indiana. Siri, is it illegal to catch rainwater here in the state of Indiana?
Okay, I found this on the web for is it illegal to catch rainwater here in the state of Indiana. Check it out.
He's stupid.
Oh, he be messing me up.
He is stupid. He just gets on my nerve. Is it illegal to collect rainwater? Wait a minute. Let me get to it. But can't cover your mouth up. Okay, Alabama, no restriction. Alaska, no restriction. Arizona, no restriction. Offers incentives. Arkansas, some restrictions. California, some restrictions. Colorado, some restrictions. Connecticut, no restriction. Delaware, no. Florida, no restrictions. Offer incentives. Georgia is some restrictions. Hawaii, no restrictions.
Exactly, Carbon Q.
I
said, she said it's free from the sky. I said, exactly.
Exactly. Illinois, some restrictions. Indiana, no. Iowa, no. Kentucky, permit. Kansas, permit may be required. Kentucky, no construction. Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, all of those are no restriction. Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, all of those are no. Nevada have some restrictions. New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, no restrictions. But North Carolina says some restriction. North Dakota needs a permit, may be required. Ohio, some restrictions. It's like it's free water from the sky. Why is there restrictions? Look at my Renaissance like.
Somebody asked somebody, and they broke it down to me why it was a restriction, but that's gone. Pew! I forgot what they said.
If you see a bunch of trucks are sitting at a gas station during the middle of the day, loads are not being moved. They don't rest during the day like that. Right, Tag, right. They were all at the gas station just sitting up. Nikki laughing at me. Half your body weight in water. If half is 100% pound, you need 100% ounces. That's too much water, Sylvia. Saying once you are totally hydrated, your body will adjust. I have been doing it for years. Okay, wait a minute. Let me read this again. Half your body weight in water. So I'm 221 pounds. So I need 100 ounces.
You what?
221 pounds.
No, you not.
Yes, I am.
Tapper, you not bigger than me.
I'm fat, big, and taller, probably. They just weighed me the other day. I'm 221. I might be a little bigger. I'm fat. That's why I need 9 more pounds, and then I can have the weight loss surgery. Same here. So that means if I'm 221 pounds, I need 110 ounces of water. That's more than 64 ounces. Now, some will argue that's too much water. JX said, I drink water all day, every day. I'll practice if it happens in real life. Nick serious. Nick talking about practicing the lights when it happens in real life.
Facts.
Anybody mid-40s and up that live New East blackout can do at least 2 weeks. Okay. It would be easy in the South for winter, but summer would be our issues. Right. I can't survive without it, but I have a wife. Boy, you better get some heat in here.
Hey, do you remember when Katrina happened?
Yeah.
All them folks that was on oxygen, baby, that was the saddest crap.
Wow.
Oh my God.
What's up, Cropper? Wow. Do you have a product called Hot Hands, a water filtration, or a straw? You have that, my Renaissance?
I have Hot Hands.
Is that with in the orange paper that you can?
Yeah.
Hey, I got plenty of those.
I got all of them. I got the one for the hands. I got the one for the feet, and I got the one that you can put across your belly. It's like a big blanket.
I was saving up food and had an emergency that cost money. I ate the food I saved up instead of shopping and was barely unscathed. Ooh, no lights. I get to go to bed early. I remember coming home, me and my ex, and we were coming down the street, and it was pitch dark because our street didn't have any street lights. But it was so pitch dark. I was like, what in the world happened? So the whole neighborhood was out. We pull up to the driveway, get in the house, use our flashlight to open the door and all that to go in the house. Hanifa and Mackenzie and Matthew all cuddled up in the room, scared because all the lights off. And I'm like, Hanifa, why didn't you just go to my car? Because my other car was parked outside. I was like, why didn't you just go to the car, plug your phone in a cigarette light and charge your phone up? Well, I was scared. It was so dark. I went to the kitchen, got the light, lit the candles in a couple other rooms, and me and him went in the room, and we ate our dinner and went to sleep. My daughter like, you not scared? What for? I cut my lights off when I go to sleep. What's the difference? Just don't open the door. She didn't even think to go in the kitchen because I put certain things in places. All she had to do was open up the drawer and get the flashlight or whatever she needed to get. She said they was just that scared. I said, girl, I don't know what to say about you. I don't know. What's up, Ann? That's why it's imperative.
Hey, Ann. Hey, Catherine Jackson. Hey, Growing What I Eat. Hey, Pretty Girl Gardens. Welcome in, everybody.
Hey. It's important to be able to walk around your house in the dark. Practice walking around your house in the dark so you'll know what stuff is.
Baby, I'm telling you, it's too dangerous over here to do that. It's too dangerous. I'm telling you. It's too dangerous.
I walk in the dark through my house. And then when we go to sleep, everything has to be off. The TV, I don't like no light on. Nobody watching no TV, no nothing. I like to go to pitch dark, and it has to be quiet when I go to sleep. Or I'm gonna be up all night. David said, make sure you be nice to the people. You may need them. I came over to poke the light. Look at y'all in here. Happy man. Oh, go ahead, Tampa. Go ahead. Now, I got one last question because we about to shut this thing down. My Renaissance, you got anything else to add?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I don't care. How many of y'all, that's it, Tampa. How many of y'all practicing? How many of y'all gonna participate Saturday?
What's Saturday?
Naked Gardeners Day. Naked Garden Day. Tomorrow is the 1st of May. Y'all, I'm celebrating my birthday the whole month of May. May 10th, I will be 49 years old. So, by May 10th, can we make it to 1,000 family members? That would be a great birthday present. So, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please come over here and subscribe. Tampa, don't do it, Uncle, like that. He taught you a valuable lesson. I know he did. He did. I got the Midas touch. Everything got touched turned into gold. Really, David? Angela, that same food worked out for you. What you said?
Mm-hmm.
David touched some pennies, send it my way. Oh, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm trying to catch up with all the things. Those was West Coast people, mostly Cali, where you can't collect rainwater. Wow. It ain't illegal unless somebody controls you. I don't know if my state to catch rainwater, I catch it. It does. Well, on that list, I said Mississippi ain't got no restrictions. It's free from the sky, right? Some look to the wrong people for answers. Oh, no restrictions. Ohio, no restrictions. God gave me that water. Who is the person that's going to tell me I can't keep it? What you said? Okay, everybody.
Hey, official Jamie.
Hey, Jamie. It is legal to catch rainwater in Mississippi. I looked it up. Yep, it is legal. No restrictions since it's their rainwater drops. I'm sending an invoice for the drops trespassing on my property. Right, Carmen Crew. Maybe they had acid rain in those states. Hello, people. Hey, Captain. What's up, pretty girl? Said my husband is a trucker and he is affected by all this mess. So I'm wondering, do I need to still get my CDLs?
I wanted to tell you that the other day, but I wasn't gonna. I tell you, I try not to be negative. I try to stay out of that negative lane. So when you said it, I was like,
but I'm not trying to be a truck driver with it. You know what I'm saying? I can do a school bus. I can do.
Baby, we probably won't have schools. They ain't gonna have no food to feed nobody. Ain't nothing gonna be moving. All the prop shops gonna be gone. Big shops gonna be gone. Girl, this world gonna look like a third world country. It's just gonna be one big derelict.
Wow.
And this is ridiculous.
David, yes, I am 221 pounds. Not 222, boo-boo. Don't give me no extra one. You have to be able to expel the water you drink safely. Yeah, that's my problem with retaining this water. It's going to my foot. I'm packed real dense too, like a tub of ice cream. Sample all them donuts and cookies. Right, sure is. Donuts, cookies, pies, cakes. I can't eat Snickers no more. Okay? I can't chew the nuts. But yeah, that's sad. It's less than a gallon if you drink 110 ounces. What's up, Gui? How you doing? Catherine said they can't actually prescribe a one-fit-all amount of water for every individual that way. Ooh, we. Okay. That would make the same day a national divorce day for most. Well, I am not married. I think I'm going to participate in it. They can't accurately prescribe a one-fit-all amount of water for... Okay, I read that one. Everybody speaking. Some people live in
sedentary
lifestyles. Others are athletic, and they're the elderly and kidney disease people. Wow. Trying to get down to the last of the comments. It's just an estimate for healthy people. Use your doctor's suggestion and suggest. He says 64 ounces. I survived 11 days without light during Hurricane Ida. Ooh, I don't want to survive. Not one day without no air. Air, baby. It's an elderly. I can deal with the cold, but with the cold, you can adjust. You can get yourself warm. I don't care.
I would definitely be an indoor naked gardener.
You can't, no matter how much you take clothes off. If it's hot, you can't adjust. Now, the wintertime, you can put on some layers, some extra layers, and whatever you need to put on, long johns, whatever. But the summer, nah, baby.
Girl, I don't know which is worse. I honestly don't. I can't stand to be either one of them.
I can be cold now. I like the cold.
I can't because I got arthritis. If I get cold, I'm going to be in severe pain. I'm going to be looking for somebody ER.
I know. I got arthritis in the neck.
Baby, that is some painful stuff. So I think I would probably have to take the hot over the cold. And like I said, just keep myself watered down with a fan because... But then again, if I get too overheated, then I can't breathe because my lungs ain't worth crap. We just don't have to do what we do. I'm gonna have to just trust God on all of this.
TLC says she don't want to scare the people on Naked Garden Day. I will be naked in the garden. I may start being naked every day since the heat is on.
Amen.
In summer, 2 gallons of water per person per day. I am going to participate Friday. My garden is inside. Oh, I'm going to live up to my name, Tampa's Queen of the Creek. I got a video coming that will make the same day. And that's okay. She said that one.
Hey, Brian, girl, Bella, welcome in.
Cousin James was a pause. Hey, brown girl Bella. So glad to finally catch y'all. I know, and I'm waiting to interview you, sis. I can't wait to interview you. I know that's right, my Renaissance grandma. 9 days, no lights, and air during Helen was an eye-opening experience for me. Yeah. I'm sorry, what's babes? Sylvia, what's babes?
I'm sorry, what babes?
Sounds good to me.
You all up in my conversation.
Okay.
Shut up. He be listening. I went downstairs to my master bedroom and it was like a dang sauna down there. Wow, brown girl Bella. So, guys, this has been fun and rewarding, and I hope you guys got some type of information from If America Went Black, what you doing? Like my Renaissance say, 1, we got to stay prayed up. 2, get whatever you can when you can. You know? Yes, please schedule it. Okay. So, yeah. I'm going to shout out. Hold on.
Creekside Queen. Tampa, queen of the creek. Built on faith, yeah, the roots run deep. Turning dust to gold, every crop I keep. Hard work don't stop, I don't ever sleep. Up before the rooster, hands in the dirt. Every seed I plant, gotta know my worth. Ain't no silver spoon, had to build my own. Now the homestead strong like the crops I've grown. Brick by brick, stitch by stitch. Turning small town life into something rich. Crafting my dreams, got the hammer and thread. While the world's still talking, I stay 2 steps ahead. From the garden to the stream, from the land to the sky. Blood, sweat, and faith, that's how I ride.
Tampa, Queen of the Creek. Oh, my bad. That girl said the song ended. What she just done ruined my look. My Renaissance grandma, I appreciate the love and the support. And brown girl Bella saying, somebody help you, girl.
Good night, Deborah.
Thank
Good
you
night,
all for
Catherine.
hanging with us tonight.
Good night,
Yeah.
TLC.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night, Mike. Good
Tomorrow
night,
night is
Dania. Good night,
Throwback
Tampa.
Thursday. So we're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back. Hey, Deborah. We're gonna
Good
take
night,
it
Happy
all the way back.
Mac.
So
Good night, Gui. Good night, Sylvia.
oh, shout out to Odom Homestead for all the music on Tappers Creek Homestead and more. So, guys, if you're looking for
Good night,
someone to do
Catherine.
their
Good night,
theme song,
Nikki.
go check Odom Homestead out. He is awesome and he rocks. Good night, you guys. Appreciate the love and the
Good
support.
night, Natasha. Good night, pretty girl.
Now,
Good night,
Renaissance,
Mackenzie. Good night, Jakes.
you just hang in the background.
Peace and blessings to everybody. Thank you for joining us. Mwah.
Yeah.